I switched my Audi RS6 Performance for an electric car. And not just any electric car, this thing does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds. The RS e-tron GT Performance was the main piece at the Toronto Auto Show we got invited to. And I of course wanted to drive one. And yeah, I would have loved to drive the R8 again, or drive the RS6 GT, but the inside of this thing looks so damn good. I'm loving it. Oh, it looks so good. Toronto for us was incredibly fun. We got invited to Audi House, a curated venue featuring Audi's most exceptional vehicles. From their RS lineup to their next upcoming models built on premium platform combustion, like the A5 and the SQ5. Like, I mean, the entire fleet was there. There's some really cool cars here. This is sort of like the main room. It's really nice. And then a few weeks later, Audi invited us to their track event in Montgomery, a place where Jan finally got to experience Quattro to its full potential. Yeah, that's Audi's legendary all-wheel drive system. It consistently adjusts torque between the wheels to keep you planted, especially when the road conditions push back. I sadly couldn't make the event. However, Audi offered to send us their RS e-tron GT Performance, and I got to live with one for more than a week. This is the Audi RS e-tron GT Performance. So I've had it for a week already. It's definitely one of those cars that grabs attention. Everyone just looks at you, and I got no tints, so sometimes it's awkward. The main three things though I've realized, air suspension is always king. I missed that on my RS6. The brakes in this car are unbelievable. The stopping power is just like ludicrous, and the acceleration, of course, is just insane. It's a performance car. It's like I went from a performance car to another one, but they are totally different. The wagon is the wagon, and this is like a little go-kart. And I don't understand how it can stay so planted all the time. It's kind of insane, to be honest. As a whole though, it's got a PCM motor on the front axle, a newly developed motor in the rear axle, combined giving us a total of 912 horsepower when stopped and using launch control. I don't know why, but the front of the car very slightly reminds me of the R8. Like, if you look at the front, I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. So I started tracking, I was gonna say fuel economy. I started tracking battery efficiency, I guess, if you guys want to call it, yesterday, because yesterday I went to charge the car. Car's almost charged, so I'm gonna go get it. Yeah, and I also launched it with my dad, who was freaking out, but that was really funny. Yeah. I didn't technically launch the car. I haven't launched it yet because I want to do that with John, but you know, it was like a little punch, and he really liked it. He was so surprised. My dad just couldn't comprehend what was going on. I looked at him, he looked at me like this. Bruh. Like, he just didn't understand what was going on. Today is snowing. I can't believe it's snowing. Like, what the hell is this? At least it made me realize that my RS6 definitely needs new winter tires, because this car drives so much better. I need new winter tires.
You try to burn me down, but my spirit just refined.
A week ago, I took delivery of this car at around this time, maybe a bit earlier, and it's been fun. So technically, today is the 7th day I've had this car, 6th, 7th day. One thing I realized yesterday is that when you're driving on the highway, mostly on the highway when you're going like higher speeds, the car self-brakes, it regenerates when it's braking when there's a car in front of you, which is pretty cool. So I don't have to like use the paddles to do it. I'll explain that a bit later, but it's really cool. Anyways, I thought I should mention this, but I have 267 kilometers left. I've been mainly driving it in comfort, and then I did a few little launches in RS2. Today I'm gonna drive it in RS2 mostly. Let's do that, and I'll report back. I just washed the car and it's disgusting outside, and I'm praying that it doesn't get dirty so I can show it to you guys because the black is really nice. I think I've said this in the past with my car friends, but the e-tron has one of the best looking rears out there. That's for sure. The cool thing is that with this model, they made it even better by adding a forged carbon fiber diffuser to give those huge muscular wheel arches an even more aggressive and aerodynamic look. And not only that, but they also decided to redesign the front with a new front grille design and a new 4-ring emblem paired with these LED matrix headlights. All of it to give the car an even more aggressive stance, although we have some forged carbon fiber on the front with new air intakes which have been changed to help cool down batteries and motors. There's actually carbon fiber everywhere. Door mirrors, side skirts, and then you have the ability to option this with a panoramic sunroof that can be controlled in so many ways within the infotainment. And I love these wheels that can be optioned with this car. I'm really happy that even though they prioritized aerodynamics, they still look great. For me though, like I mentioned, air suspension is how you should spec every Audi. It's so comfortable, and this year with the e-tron, the new suspension eliminated a lot of the docking and diving when driving it hard. The acceleration and braking delivers a much more stable ride. And check this out. By the way, check this out. This is something I discovered yesterday, but the performance mode actually enables the car to be at its lowest height ride, which is super crazy. Because I thought that RS2 was already pretty low, but performance mode just beats it. So I guess we have to start driving in performance mode, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna keep driving in RS2 and give you guys some feedback on battery. It's like Mother Nature hates me. The next morning, the weather was weird. I was of course complaining about it, but that day was the day I decided to drive the car in efficiency mode, mainly because I only had 155 kilometers left. So eco mode, it was literally for everything. By the way, today I won't be doing too much driving. I do have to go get a few components for an episode I'm currently making for a custom build. Other than that, I gotta just lock myself in the studio because I have to finish that build. But I do want to talk a little bit about the interior because I've been loving this thing, and I really wish my R6 was spec'd like this or looked like this at least. I do love this interior. When it's dark out, I do feel like I'm in a race car, and during the day as well, of course, especially with the steering wheel. I love the flat top and bottom, and luckily throughout the days I've realized the buttons aren't an issue. I just realized that the buttons actually are touch. Not only are they buttons, but they're touch. So you go up and down like that with the music, and then swipe right to change songs. Literally, this is why I don't like watching reviews, because I like to discover the car for myself. And unlike my RS6, I don't feel like I can hit the button by mistake when I'm driving. It hasn't happened yet, so I guess that's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, as I've been living with this, I've been enjoying all the carbon fiber in here. The only noticeable thing that I know will scratch with time is the piano black trim. I actually PPF'd mine in my car, so if you have any of this, PPF it. When it comes to visibility, not once did I have an issue. The car is actually quite easy to drive around. Blind spots are not really a thing, even though the back window is small. Yo, by the way, check how I pre-programmed this. You guys see that? With one button, I can just activate the front camera, so that's pretty freaking cool. I also just love that the heating button for the steering wheel is right here. That's nice. And I finally found where the sunroof settings is. Vehicle, then light and visibility, sunroof. I can change all the patterns right here, which is pretty awesome. And it's very quick. It does it really quick. Even though a lot of this is digital, throughout the days I've been enjoying how we still get actual physical buttons in the center console. This is such a big plus. Audi, please don't change this. Look, the whole interior is really well done. From the center console to the back of the car, charging ports for devices, heated and cooling seats with massage options for the front, crazy speakers, and a rear cabin that I find spacious with the trunk being very decent for all the boxes I bring to the studio. I can confidently say that have been enjoying my time inside this car. That day in efficiency mode, I ended up with about 92 kilometers. I actually didn't even take the car for the rest of the evening. In fact, I drove the car again the next morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday. I wonder how much battery I have left because I stopped using the car yesterday at like 5 p.m. And it was cold last night, so well, let's check it out. We've got a whopping 90 kilometers left. Okay, no bad. The one thing I will tell you is that I'm about to blast this heat. But it's cold. Just for a second, I want to set this record straight, okay? There is about 10 kilometers from the office to my house, okay? And most of that is highway. Now, I am currently at 67 kilometers left on this battery. I've been driving in efficiency mode for the 10 kilometers. And, well, I had the heat blasting, including the front windshield and the back one. And my seat warmers are full blasting. The steering wheel also full blasting. And I recently discovered the massage mode, like how to access it quickly on the seat. So I've been using that quite a lot. All that leaves us with 67 kilometers left on the odometer. I think we got in the car and there was like 92 kilometers left. So that should give you an idea approximately of how much battery you can consume if you start doing all these things and you still drive in efficiency mode. I think that's a good test. We came here a few months ago with my car, with my RS6 and Jan's RS5. This is gonna be fun. We haven't launched the car yet. I was waiting for Jan and I was waiting for this moment because the car just of rolling, like a rolling start, is so fast. Yo, we'll do some launches.
This is what I was waiting for, bro.
And that's what we did. Okay, brake in, ready?
Wait, 1 second.
Brake in, accelerator in.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, I'm feeling tipsy. Frisky.
Oh my God.
People are smiling, and the music is on fire.
Crazy brakes, huh?
The lights
I'm
are
sweating.
turning
Yeah, bro,
on.
I'm sweating, bro.
This is the craziest car I've ever launched. Like, your body is getting pushed the whole way through. It's insane. Honestly, literally nobody understands what 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds feels like until you actually experience it. And then I must say, they did such a good job with adding the paddles. The paddles are like way too cool. They are so fun. It's something I used non-stop during my time with this car. They add to the driving experience because they allow you to set your regenerative braking to either 25% or 50%, and then you can go back to 100% if you need to. So think of it as a downshifting or upshifting between two gears in a way. The RS modes on this are also incredible. These two modes are technically the same, where they give the driver the options to configure their Audi at different driving settings. And to be honest, more than anything, it's a car that makes you want to drive it within these modes, which I did almost all the way until my last day with the car. Today's one of my last days with the car. Battery efficiency has actually been nice. The only thing I wish we had, which at least I can't seem to find any in Montreal, but I wish we had chargers that charged more than 50 kilowatts. Mainly because with 50 kilowatts, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to charge from like 10% to like 90%. But with a faster charger, you can actually get from 0 to 100 in 18 minutes. So that would be nice. With a proper fast charger though, you can fast charge this car in just 18 minutes and get up to 365 kilometers in range out of it. With my driving though, I've been getting around 280 kilometers on a single charge. Now, I got this car when it had 1,160 kilometers. I've put about 600, 700 kilometers on it. A lot of that driving has been cycling between RS2, comfort and efficiency mode, but I've been mainly sticking to RS2 to be honest. And for the amount of time I've had it, since Tuesday, March 18th, all the way to April 1st, I've had to charge it about 3 times in total. And I've taken this car everywhere and anywhere you can imagine. It definitely eats battery life, but that's what a sport car will do. I mean, yeah, this is the Audi RS e-tron GT Performance. John and I were just taking some nice pictures. Yo, this car looks unbelievable from the back. Like, check how good it looks. Oh. Anyways, one thing is for sure, that's it for me, guys. I have to give back the car tomorrow. It was an absolute experience living with this car. I can't thank Audi Canada enough for providing us with this monster of a car. That being said, if you guys like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like it, and I guess I'll see you guys all next Sunday. Yeah, take care.